And oh, it is recording now. So welcome to the Toxin-Free Living class. I am excited to be on and share a little bit with you about toxin-free living. So my name is Elaine Basho. I am a certified health coach specializing in essential oil education. So what that means is just that I help people feel better physically and emotionally using doTERRA essential oils. So I welcome those of you who are joining me live. I always love a live audience so that I don't feel like I'm just talking at the screen for half an hour. That kind of makes me feel funny. So I hope that we can make it more interactive. And I also welcome those of you who will be watching the recording on the website. So let's talk about toxin-free living. I wanted to share something with you that is so overwhelming. So in our homes, there are actually two major sources of toxins that we're exposed to. The first one is our household products, and the second one is our personal care products. And I recently read a study of women in the US on average put on 300, I'm talking about 300 different chemicals and toxins on ourselves every single day. Can you believe that? Now, of course, we are not intentionally say, oh, this is chemicals, I'm going to put it on. We don't do that. However, when you think about it, what do we put on every day? We put on lotion, toner, we wash our face with cleansers, and we put on deodorant and then spray some fragrances, and then of course the lotions on our skin. Each one of them has about 10 to 20 different toxins and chemicals in it. So average women in the US put on 300 different chemicals and toxins on our body every single day without batting an eye. What do you think of that?
That's amazing.
Isn't it really? I mean, I really could not believe it until I really read the numbers and the studies on it. So that's our personal care products, right? Things that we use day in and day out. And when you think about it, these are things that we put on our skin. It gets absorbed into our system right away. The second area, or the major source of toxins, are household products. Especially these days, we stay at home so much. Whether it is cleaning our countertops, our table, our bathrooms with those chemicals laden products, right? And what happens is that when you spray something in our home to clean it, the chemicals actually linger on in the air, okay? Or we wipe the table with some sort of wipes or whatever, they're full of chemicals, and then we put our hands on it, we lean on it, and those are all chemicals and toxins that kind of lurk around and get inside our body. So many of us do not think about it, but the things that are supposed to clean for us are actually doing the opposite things. It's actually bringing more harm to our bodies. And as we were talking about, hey, we're a little bit more open, we're going out more often, it is now even more crucial for us to keep our immune system up and running and strong, because we're going out there more often, we're being exposed to a lot of those bacteria and viruses outside of us. So that's why it is so important for us to really look into what we're being exposed to at home, an environment where we can control. When we go outside, we cannot control. We cannot control what the dentist uses in his office, right? We cannot control when you go get your hair done. We can't control the environment there. But when we're at home 80% of the time now, we can control what we have in our home. So I'm going to be looking at different products that are in our homes. And I'm going to talk about why we want to switch them to a more natural way, okay? And please ask questions along the way if you have specific questions about certain products. So first thing I wanted to talk about is our toothbrush, and our toothpaste. We use that twice, 3 times a day. Most toothpaste in the market contain an ingredient called fluoride. And are you aware that fluoride is actually a neurotoxin, meaning that it actually creates some sort of neurological toxins in our body, okay, specifically in our brain. And of course, fluoride is in 95% of the toothpaste out there. And when we go to the dentist, after they clean our teeth, they also put on fluoride in our teeth, and then we have fluoride in our water. So a tiny, tiny amount of fluoride might be safe, but considering how much we are exposed to on a daily basis really makes it unsafe for us to have fluoride in our system. And I don't know if you guys know about this. I actually used to work for Procter & Gamble. And one of my projects toward the end of my career there was in dental health. So I actually was in charge of a lot of dental health products. Part of it is Crest and Oral-B, okay? And I kid you not, I literally have a storage, a 10 by 20 storage full of toothpaste stacked up 5 cases high, 20 cases deep. I had toothpaste coming out of my ears because that was one of the things that I was selling to dentists. And that was actually one of the main reasons why I decided to leave my job, is because I could not ethically really go out and tell people you need to use this toothpaste while I knew that I was selling something that could be causing harm to people. Okay, so to me this is a big deal about oral health products, toothpaste specifically. So if you were using Crest, Oral-B, no, only Crest and Colgate, right? Those are the main toothpaste out there. Look at it. Fluoride is one of the main ingredients in there. So I would advise you, when you're looking at a more natural alternative, a fluoride-free toothpaste definitely is the way to go. And of course, I use the doTERRA one just because I trust this brand. And I love that there are essential oils in it. So in this particular On Guard toothpaste, how many of you already use it? Okay, I will share with you. So this toothpaste actually has On Guard in it. What makes a big difference in that? It's because in On Guard, there's clove. Clove is actually a key ingredient in the dental office for toothache and tooth pain and for tooth health. And so using clove is actually really great for your tooth health. And there's another ingredient in there, myrrh. Myrrh is excellent for gum health. Okay, so sometimes if I feel like I have some inflamed gum, like in the back of the teeth, of the mouth especially, I would rinse my mouth with water and a drop of myrrh, because I know that myrrh is extremely healing and it reduces inflammation in the gum. Okay, so those are just 2 of the simple oils. And of course, the antibacterial properties of the On Guard toothpaste would help reduce bacterial count in our mouth. We do want some sort of bacteria, the good ones, but we don't want the bad bacteria. And On Guard is going to go after the bad bugs so that we can have a healthy, strong oral health, oral space right there for us. And when you think about it, this is also a toothpaste that has a whitening effect. So I'm using this toothpaste, number 1, for tooth health, gum health, and for whitening as well. So I am a big, big supporter of this particular toothpaste. Number 1 being that it is a fluoride-free toothpaste, okay? Any questions on that?
I thought copaiba was also good for oral health.
Yes, copaiba, you're right, Karen. Copaiba is really good too. So say like if you're going through, like you have been having tooth problem and you were not able to get into the dental office. So what I would have recommended would be use the On Guard toothpaste and put a drop of copaiba on the toothbrush and then brush with it. Okay, so yes, you can definitely use copaiba as an addition to what you're using. Okay, and another oil that's really good is tea tree. I also put tea tree if I notice that I need more support in my gums. Okay, so that's the toothpaste, okay, a big part of our personal care products. And the second one is deodorant. Like deodorant, it's not, it makes a big difference. This is really a huge area where we really look into what we're using, because again, 80% of the deodorants in the market has aluminum. What happens if we have too much aluminum in our system? It is, number 1, another neurotoxins, and it has been proven that aluminum or an excess amount of aluminum in our system actually causes Alzheimer's. And what is really scary about this is that where do we put the deodorant? We put it in our underarm, right? And what is all around here? There's a lot of lymph.
Lymph.
Yes. And what do we need lymph for? We need a lymph to remove toxins in our body. If we want to stay clean and we want to be toxin free, our lymph has got to be moving. Aluminum products are proven to clog our lymphs. That's why many of you have heard me talk about it. I talked about it recently in another class, is that the area, this quad here, that is closest to our armpit right here, this area, this quad of the breast has a higher number of breast cancer. So if you look at the breast, there are 4 quads. That quad has the highest number of breast cancer. And I don't think it's a coincidence. It's because what we've been putting here, right? So using a natural deodorant is extremely, extremely important. If you're still using Secret, which also is a P&G product, so I was very familiar with it. I used it for a long time. But if you're still using things like that, I would really, really encourage you to look at the ingredients list again. And if you notice aluminum or anything that you really can't pronounce, please throw it out. You really don't want to be applying all of that and clogging your lymph with those ingredients, okay? And of course, again, I use the doTERRA one. There are actually 3 and I love them all. There's one that is with balance. So that one is really, my husband loves that because it's a more grounding, manly aroma, right? So there's balance. There's also citrus bliss, which smells amazing. And there's another one, which is with Douglas fir and an orange. That's another one. I love those 2. I use those interchangeably. So definitely look into the natural health or the natural deodorant that's available at doTERRA, or if you were to go to some health food store, really look into and see what they have to offer, okay? Okay, so third one is our shampoo. Shampoo and conditioner. So when we use shampoo and conditioner, we put it on our scalp and it gets absorbed, and where does it go? Through our skull, get into our brain. Here's our brain stem. This is where we, like a lot of the shampoo and conditioner just kind of get rinsed off over there, right? So shampoo and conditioner, it's another thing that is so important because it gets in our head, right? It gets into our brain. So there's a lot of shampoos out there that still have SLS. It has a lot of fragrances. And when you think about it, fragrances are unnatural. So we all want to smell good, right? I remember I used to use Pantene. Oh my God, I still miss the smell of Pantene, okay? Smells so refreshing, smells so good. I want my hair to smell lovely. But when you think about what they put in the in the shampoo to make it smell so nice, it is all chemicals, okay? It's all chemically derived fragrances. And although it smells wonderful, but it is not the best for our health. And so you would definitely want to look into something, again, without SLS, and you also want to look at more natural ingredients. And with doTERRA's, there are essential oils in it. There's rosemary, that is really great for hair growth. There's also lime in it, that is great for health of the hair. And there's also, I forgot exactly what other oil, but there's another one that is really good for the health of our skull. So that's why when I use them, I feel really comfortable and confident that not only is my hair gonna smell lovely because of the essential oils, but I'm really feeding something good to my body, like through the skull, okay? And I will give you another tip. Remember, I just love the smell of Pantene and just love how my hair smells. What you could do too is you can create your own fragrance, okay? So what you can do, I have green mandarin here, which I use a lot on my hair. So I would just kind of put 1 or 2 drops like that, and I just put it in the bottom, like just the ends of my teeth, well, of my hair, like that, so that I am creating some sort of beautiful aroma with essential oils. Now, I don't put it here because it would make the hair really oily, okay? So I don't do that, but I do it on the tips of the hair And it smells wonderful. So if you are a sucker for smell for fragrances like I was, this is a really good way to do it. Okay? Lovely. Any questions on shampoo and conditioner? Okay. So let's look at household products. We have this one here is the hand wash. Okay. And again, a lot of the hand wash out there have triclosan. Triclosan is another chemical that actually would disrupt our gut flora. Okay. So as we use it through the skin, it's going to travel, and this one specifically has an affinity to our gut, and it will go in our gut and disrupt the gut flora. And when our gut flora is disrupted, what happens? A lot of things, because that is 70% of our immune system is in our gut. So when that happens, again, our immune system goes down because now we're trying to fight something in our gut. And of course, when our gut is not healthy, it causes skin issues. It causes definitely digestive issues. So it really has a cascading effect. You think that you're just washing your hand with some sort of soap, but not all hand soaps are created equally. When the hand soap contains triclosan and other chemical, it's actually going to disrupt a lot of things in your system, okay? So with On Guard hand wash here, you actually dilute it, and it comes with the foaming, the bottle. So it creates a foaming agent, and you wash it, and it just, again, On Guard is going to kill the bacteria on your skin. On top of that, it will create a nice aroma. So this is what I use at home. This is what I let my kids use, just because I want to make sure that they are free from all of those toxins that are in a typical hand soap, okay? How many of you are already using this? No? You are? No? Question?
I wanted to ask you about the citrus bloom hand wash that I got in my bundle.
Nice. Yes.
How does that compare with the On Guard?
Great question. So instead of having the On Guard oil in that, it has citrus bloom, okay? So it smells wonderful. That's what I'm using in my bathroom right now. It just smells amazing. And the good news is it does not have all the toxins that are, or the chemicals that are in your typical hand soap, okay? However, it also doesn't have a lot of the stronger antibacterial properties that On Guard provides, okay? So I would say after you use up citrus bloom, because you only get one, right? And it's not available for sale anymore, you have to go back and get more. And I would then go for the On Guard.
Could you just put a drop of some essential oils that you want it to smell like?
Of course, Sharon. That's a brilliant, brilliant way to do it. Yes, sometimes I add it. Yeah, and I'll talk about it in the next one. Actually, I use the On Guard the cleaning concentrate, and I actually add different oils in it to create the smell that I want. So that's a good point. So yes, you can create your own. Okay.
Are you using a couple teaspoons and filling up the dispenser with water with the citrus bloom like I'm doing with the On Guard?
Mm-hmm. I dilute it. Yes. And you can find, like, you will probably come up with a consistency that you like. Initially, I had it really thick, and I really don't like it as much. So I find that when I dilute it a little bit more, I actually like it better. So you will find the consistency that you like. Okay. Yes. But I love the citrus bloom one. It smells so good. So let's talk about facial products, right? Again, you put it on your face, and our face, actually, not only is it the largest organ in our system, the absorbing power of our skin, it's really incredible. When you put lotion on, pretty much in about 5 minutes or less, you would notice that, okay, the lotion is kind of all gone. It's because everything is getting sucked into our system. That's just a way of how the pores work on our skin. And as we age, the pores actually get larger and larger. It might not show here, okay? That's why our skin gets drier easier when we are older, because the pores are larger and it gets absorbed very quickly. So again, what we put on our skin, it's so important. And so I personally love the Virage system here that you see on the screen. Now, doTERRA has 3 different skincare systems, and I always get asked, hey, which one should I use? So the HD Clear, which is the first system, that's for our teenage kids. Those are for more acne prone and more hormonal, you know, the kids that need more hormonal support. So HD Clear, it's that line, it's really good for that. We also have the regular line, which is called just the doTERRA moisturizing line. That one is really good too. I started using that one first until Virage came out a couple of years ago. What makes Virage really unique is that all of the ingredients in Virage are plant derived, and there is no preservatives in here. So all of that, it's all natural, really pure. It's all essential oils based with natural derived products. And when you look at the system here, it has the facial cleanser, it has a toner, it also has the moisturizer, and it has the serum. Now, I actually don't use both serum and moisturizer. They're both really moisturizing. And my skin, because it tends to be more oily, I can't take so much moisture. So I actually would just kind of interchange it. So one day I would use the serum and the next day I would use the moisturizer. I just kind of change it out. But I personally feel that my skin feels softer and just cleaner when I use the Virage products. Okay, so again, it's one system. And what I love about it too, I mean, to be honest with you, it is so economical. I used to buy those department store products because I thought, well, I really needed those expensive products for me to look beautiful. And they are so expensive. And now I know that they're just full of chemicals, right? And now I'm using this whole system that is a fraction of the cost that I used to pay, and they're so much more effective. So that's why I absolutely love the Virage skincare system. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, so let's talk about, this is what I was mentioning, the cleaner concentrate. So this is one that it has really multi-purpose in the home. You can use it, again, you dilute it, and the powerful thing is, in an 8-ounce, so this is what I do, I have these 8-ounce glass bottle, spray bottle, and all I need is 1 tablespoon of this, and I fill it in my 8-ounce glass jars, and I fill the rest with water. You really do not need a lot because it is so concentrated. And so when you look at this bottle here, it actually lasts for a long time. And I use it to clean everything. It is an all-purpose cleaner. I use it to clean the kitchen. I use it to clean the glass, bathrooms. Now, this is where, Sharon, your question was so good, is that this is how I sometimes would make changes. If I know that I'm going to be doing cleaning the bathroom, in my spray bottle, I might add a couple drops of tea tree, because tea tree has antifungal properties. And in our bathrooms tend to have mold buildup, right? So I want to have tea tree in my cleaner just so that I can utilize some of the antifungal properties. If I'm using it as a dishwashing agent, I would then add some lemon, because lemon is powerful in degreasing, or some other type of citrus oil. Sometimes I love to add green mandarin because I just love the smell, but I will add some type of citrus to cut the grease when I'm using it in the kitchen. So you can actually customize your own cleaner based on what you want to achieve, okay? But again, this bottle here, it's going to last a long time. It's gonna have so many different uses because you can just use it to clean almost anything. I sometimes use it to clean the floor as well. I would spray it on the floor and I would wipe it down. And I also have a mop that's a steamer. So it uses water. So in the water, I would put a little bit of this. I won't put a lot. And I also put a couple drops of Purify. I love using Purify to kind of clean the floor, to diffuse in the air, because it also kills airborne bacteria. So there are so many different uses for this cleaner concentrate. And you definitely cannot go wrong with this. And it actually helps me replace, it has replaced the bleach products, the Mr. Clean, the 409 that I used to use on my glass. Those are all gone now, and I'm only using this for cleaning, okay? So you'll find that there's a lot less clutter under your sink because that's where I used to store my bottles, and now I just have this, okay? Great. Okay, so laundry detergent. I think this is one last one that we use. How many of you just love the smell of really nice, clean laundry? I love it. How do we, yeah, right? We all love that. Nice, warm, and it smells amazing, right? And what do we use to achieve that? Do you guys use your dryer sheets? What do you use? Karen, you shook your head.
Oh, I guess it's just in the detergent.
In the detergent, again.
Right. It typically has, if there's a scent, it's going to be lemon.
Yes. So again, the wonderful aroma that comes with our detergent. And like I mentioned, how did they achieve that amazing smell? Lots and lots of chemicals, right? And so again, it might not be as direct as putting something on our skin, but we also wear the clothing. So what I do now is I use the On Guard laundry detergent. Number one, because again, it has the antibacterial properties. It actually has On Guard oil in it. And secondly, it's very concentrated. So again, I use very, very little, and it can wash a lot of, like just many loads based on that big bottle. And thirdly, I actually will not need to use any of the softener, because this laundry detergent, it's really gentle. So it actually, in the beginning when someone told me, oh, you don't need to use your softener anymore in your laundry, I'm like, well, how can it be possible? I have kids. I want the clothes to be nice and soft. But I listened to that person and I said, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And I kid you not, now the clothes are so soft, so nice, and I don't even use a softener. Because when you think about it, the more you add into the process, when you do the laundry, the more ingredients and chemicals you're adding to it. Okay, so if you can learn to kind of minus some of that, reduce some of that, it's going to help a lot. And for the drying process in the dryer, instead of using the dryer sheets, which, oh my God, has so many neurotoxins in it as well, what I do is I use the dryer ball. doTERRA used to sell it. It's a wool dryer ball. And you can actually just buy it from Amazon because doTERRA doesn't sell it anymore. And they're made with wool, okay? So 100% natural wool. And I add essential oils to it. And when I, dry the clothes, I throw it in with the dryers, and the ball will just kind of circulate along with the laundry. So number one, it actually reduces drying time. And secondly, the oils that you use on the ball, that's all going to be diffused into the laundry. So I pull it out and I, again, can create the fragrance that I want. I love putting, again, lemon, any of the citrus, but one that I use a lot is, again, Purify. I actually use Purify a lot in my clothes because I want to have that really clean, nice smell after I get the laundry, and Purify gives me that, okay? So that's what I use it for. Now,
how much of the detergent are you using per load? That bottle looks kind of small.
Oh my goodness. You see the cap? And I have one of those gigantic, it's the largest capacity washer, because I have 5 people and I have 3 kids. So I say our one load is about a load and a half or a little bit more in a typical household. I only use half a cap of that detergent. So that probably lasts me about 2 months or more. So it's very concentrated. Just like any other doTERRA products, you actually do not need a lot. Okay. Good question. It says 64 loads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at it.
Good eyes, Elaine.
I am like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that. And this one thing, I don't think, at least those of you who are on live, I don't think you guys use it anymore, is the scented candles. Okay, don't bother with it. You do not want to mess up your lungs. You do not want to really smell in all of those fragrances that are, again, synthetically derived. So use a diffuser. And what I love about it is, once again, I can create whatever ambiance that I want to create. When the kids are rowdy, I will use lavender just to create that calming, peaceful environment, right? When in the morning, I would diffuse peppermint and some citrus because I want people to feel excited and energized for the day. So I can go in and really create what I want to create. So that's why I love the diffuser as well. So definitely use that instead of the scented candles, which, like I said, you guys don't really do that. So just a couple more tips for you guys. So as you learn to swap out more of the products for more natural ones, I think one of the really important key is to read the labels, okay? If you're looking at a product and you cannot really read or pronounce 80% of them, guys, do you really want to put that on your body? Do you want to really have that in your homes, right? So really start to learn to read labels. And another space that I really like, which is a great resource when it comes to learning about the products, is the Environmental Working Group. Have you guys heard of it? EWG.org. So it's EWG.org, Environmental Working Group. They actually look at products in the market and they rate them according to the toxicity level of the ingredients. So we will look at a bottle of Tide, right, as our detergent. They will have looked at the 50 different ingredients that is in that bottle of Tide, and based on the ranking of each of those products, they will give it a score. A C is pretty bad. A D is something you definitely don't want to use. A is perfect. B is okay, right? So if you have a product that you absolutely love and you really want to use it, go on to EWG.org and try to find the score and see if it's something that it's okay for you to use, okay? So again, there are resources out there that could kind of help us become smarter consumers. And the second thing I want to mention too is, as we learn to swap out products, we also want to recognize the point that we are voting with our money every single day. Are we supporting companies that continuously are using products that are carcinogenic to people, and they just kind of turn a blind eye and don't even care about it? Or are we supporting a company that really pursues purity and quality products? So I sometimes now ask myself, hey, do I want to shop at those big box store, or do I want to shop at small businesses because I want to support local economy? So again, every single day we can vote with our wallet. So I want to just encourage you guys to really look at what are we supporting with our money. And that was one of the big reasons, right, why I left my old job, is because I could no longer say, hey, I am behind this company and I'm behind their products. Okay, so that's about it. And I just wanted to put this offer out there. In every single one of the class, we will have a bundle for you. And in each bundle, we will have some free products to give you, because you guys are really loyal customers and you have taken the time to attend a class with me. So today, our bundle is a lot of the products that we talked about. We have the shampoo and conditioner with the cleaner concentrate. And we also, this is the multi-purpose cleaner. We also have the On Guard toothpaste. We have the On Guard hand sanitizer, which we cannot be without these days. We have the whole Virage system right here, and we have a bottle of Purify. And all of that together, it's only $130 or $162, sorry, it's cut off. And on top of that, I'm gonna be showing you this website. So all of you after this class will get a link to this page that I've created for this class. So this is Toxin-Free Living, talks about some of the things that we cover. And this is going to be the video of our class. So if you wanna go back and watch it, And for those of you who are watching it in the recording, so that is the one. And this is the package here. So all of these products together at retail price is $364, and now you can get it at $162 with the whole package. On top of that, you will be getting a bottle of the Yarrow Palm Body Renewal Serum for free. I believe this is like $70 or $80, and you will be getting this for free when you purchase this package here. Okay, so this is a special for this class. It's only going to be available for the next 72 hours. And so it will be available until July 27th, midnight. So you will have access to this page so you can look at the details and rewatch the video. But I wanted to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this class with me. And if you have any questions, so right now, why don't I just stop the recording and I will open it up